Hello again, YouTube. Okay, so this is different. Um, this is not my phone. This is my computer desk, however. Oh, yeah, you want to read my shirt? Okay, so it says, I never got my acceptance letter from Hogwarts, so I'm leaving the Shire and becoming a Jedi. Okay, so, anyway, so this is the room that I usually used to record in. Um, Yeah. This computer, however, is not mine. This is, well, technically it is mine right now. It is going to be my mom's. Um, right now I'm just kind of testing everything out to make sure stuff works. Um, like the web camera on this thing, and the sound on the web camera for this thing, and the mic I mean. Um, the fan's just kicked on, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I've got my gaming PC running in the other room, and yeah, so I just want to make a vlog real quick, testing this out first of all. But the second reason I'm making this video is because I am no longer working at Amazon. Um, Today was my last day. Um, yeah. Today was my last day at Amazon. Basically, this is what happened. So I was working there yesterday, um, and I worked from my regular shift. I worked from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And basically, I was there, all day. They were going to flex our hour, or they were going to flex us up about an hour. And so we get a 15-minute break at what is it? It's 1:30. Yeah, 1:30. So we get a break at 1:30. We're supposed to come back at 1:45, and then we usually leave right at 3:30, and then that's it for the rest of the day, unless you work like night shift or whatever. But so right after break, I go to the restroom, and I'm feeling, I'm really tired because okay, backstory, rewind backstory here. The day before, not only was I there at Amazon all day, or not all day, but I was there at Amazon from 11:30 to 3:30. Okay. That same night, I was at Regal. Still working there, by the way. Was at Regal from 6 until about 2 a.m. Because our stock came in a whole fucking day early, and they expected the people that were closing to do it. They had a couple of mid shifts that stayed a little bit later. Our hours were okay because we didn't have any of our salary managers, and it was all cool. And so they just kind of made me and one other closer just, you know, do it. Most of it, at least. So I was tired from the night before because doing stock there is not the easiest thing in the world. It's, the soda bibs are kind of heavy. Um, the popcorn bags, we get about every shipment, and this was a little bit bigger shipment than we usually had, and the next one's going to be even bigger. But um, we had the popcorn bags are about 50 pounds each, and we had about, I think, 25 of them. So you have to take 25 of them one by one, put them on a cart, then roll this fucking cart down a hallway, and this cart is not, motorized at all, and you're rolling it on carpet. So then, or well, it's mostly carpet. The last part's tile. Anyway, so I'm getting technical, but it's fucking heavy. Just put it at that. And then you unload them one by one onto this kind of carrier type deal, and you stack them. But before you do that, you have to rotate the stock. So you have to move all those that were in where you're going to put the new ones at. You have to rotate those. So you have to take those one by one, move them over, and then put the new ones on there. Yeah. So that's a lot of fucking work. Um, Screen was going dark there for a second. Um, so yeah, we did that, and then I closed some of the stuff like we usually do, and then we did more stock, and we still didn't finish. And I think it wasn't 2 a.m., but it was getting kind of close by the time I was getting out of there because I did the regular closing stuff, did the trash, did the rest of the what you call fuck, I can't even think. Yeah, we did the rest of the regular closing stuff. Yeah, whatever. So, we did the rest of the stock, then we did the rest of the regular closing stuff, and then we left. Went down the hall, clocked in or clocked out, and then I got on my jacket, left. So, yeah, got in my car, drove home. By this time, it's about 2:30, and then got in the shower, got to bed, couldn't sleep for the first hour. Went to bed. Yeah, okay. That's the we're already 6 minutes into this video. That was the backstory. So they bring me in or I go to the okay. I go into the restroom. I need to stop overthinking here. I go into the restroom and my stomach wasn't feeling that great and I was really tired. So I go to the restroom and I was having not major runs, but I was having, a little bit of the runs. So I go into the restroom, I'm there for a little bit, and there's a couple people that come in, and they leave, and there's more people that come in, and they leave, and, 30 minutes pass by, and I think I'm done, and then I get out or I'm about to leave, and the safety manager comes in there and knocks on the stall, and he's like, "Are you okay, man? Do we need to get somebody help?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay. I'm about to leave." And he's like, "Okay, well, please, can you come out soon? Because we need somebody else out here." I'm like, "Okay." So then I get out of the stall, wash my hands, leave the restroom. Outside the restroom, there is I guess a leadership manager or whatever the hell he is, waiting for me, accusing me that I have been in the restroom for 2 hours and that I needed to control myself with how I do my business, I guess. Um, and also, they have a strict policy on cell phones. So he said, "Well, you can't have. Were you on your cell phone?" I was like, "Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, I was checking my email. What am I supposed to do? Sit there for an hour or whatever and stare at the fucking wall?" And he was like, "Well, I didn't literally say that, but you get the context." And he was like, "Well, you're not supposed to have your cell phones. You're not supposed to have a cell phone. What did they tell you in orientation? Not to have a cell phone." Okay, why do you have a cell phone? Because of emergencies. He's like, "Well, you don't need to have a cell phone." I'm like, "Whatever." So he's like, "Okay, well, you know how long you were in there?" I'm like, "I don't know, 30 minutes, 20, 10. I don't know. I don't keep up with time when I'm taking a shit. Honestly, I don't do that." And he was like, "Okay, well, um, we're gonna look at the cameras and we're gonna see what that says. But okay." So I went back to the line. 20 minutes later, the HR manager comes up to me, Katie, and is like, um, "Can you come to my office?" And I'm like, "Okay." So then I scanned my last package. I had my arm, put it down, and then walked with her to her office. And so she's talking to me, and she's like, "So do you know how long you were in?" Or well, she didn't start off like that. She started off saying, "So how are you feeling? Okay? Because you look tired." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm tired." And she's like, "Why are you so tired?" I'm like, and I explained the whole night before. She's like, "Okay, well, what do you do at work?" I'm like, "Well, it's stock and moving stuff around." She's like, "But you do that here all day." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's different. It's a lot more heavy stuff over there, and you have to organize stuff. And plus, you have to still do your regular job on top of that. So, a little different." But anyway, so she's like, "Well, did you have your cell phone out?" And I went through this whole fucking thing. I went with the first guy. I was like, "Yeah, well, okay." And then she mentions to me, "Oh, we have an emergency hotline." I'm like, "Okay, well, thanks for letting me know that because I didn't know that from day one, or else I would have left my fucking phone in the car." Um, and she was like, "Well, yeah, but you're still gonna write up." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So she's like, well, I've been looking through about an hour's worth of footage, and I still can't find you on the cameras at all. Before break, after break, the only time I find you is after the guy pulled you out of the restroom. That was the only time. And so then she accused me of sleeping in the stall, and I was like, how? I wasn't sleeping in the stall. And then she was trying to put words in my mouth, saying that um, I was sleeping in the stall, and then I admitted to it. And I was like, I never admitted to it, first of all, and second, I wasn't sleeping in the stall. And she's like, but you look really tired, and you have a red mark on the side of your face. You've been leaning on something. I'm like, no, I don't do that. I can't sleep sitting up, first of all. Second, the toilets they have in their restroom are automatic flushers, so if you lean back in the least amount, the motherfucker's gonna auto flush. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And she's like, well, it's time for us to go, so we're going to talk about this more tomorrow, which was today. So she she doesn't call me. So I go through most of the day, and I'm sitting here thinking, okay, it's about we went through the whole morning, went through break, went through part of when we came back from break, and then my manager, I forget his name, um, my manager comes to me and is like, I need to see you in Katie's office right now. And I'm like, okay. So then we go to Katie's office, and basically they're like, okay, well, this is what happened. This is what we have witnesses saying that you were asleep in the stall, and um, basically it's basically for, but basically what's going to happen is we're suspending you, or not suspending you really, but it's behavioral termination. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that I got behavioral termination because you thought I was in the bathroom for 2 hours, and you have witnesses that says I was in the bathroom sleeping. So then I looked at them and I'm like, who are your witnesses? I just want to know. And they're like, well, we're not allowed to give out the witness names because that might involve something else that we don't need to get into. And I'm like, no, I want to know who the witnesses are. You don't have to give me the names. I just want to know at least how many witnesses do you have? Because I can tell you almost every person that came in that restroom because I notice people. And how do they know I'm sleeping in the stall too? Because I saw people. How do they know? Because not a single one of them looked at my fucking door. And they're like, well, okay, well, basically we're terminating you for behavioral reasons, and yeah, so we just need you to sign this, and we're gonna get your badge dumped at security, and he's gonna walk you out. I'm like, okay, so I sign the fucking paper and I fucking leave because I'm just tired of their shit. And it's literally since day one. I thought, like any other job, even Dave and Buster's was better than them. And that's literally the worst job I've ever had since McDonald's. So I'm like, okay, literally since day one, it's been the same exact shit that I've been doing. I was just go in there in the morning, clock in, get a scanner, listen to the dude, talk about what's happening, log into your scanner, go to your line, scan packages to a pallet, play Tetris with it because no one knows how to play a stack of fucking pallet, and then leave. That's the day. I get paid $11.50 an hour to do that. Yeah, fuck that. So, and then they accuse me of doing something that they have no proof of me doing, and they also accuse me of basically just sitting there not doing a damn thing. And they also brought up the point that my average on scanning packages was not up to par with most people, and I'm like, okay, well the reason that is because I've been working as a splitter at the beginning of the line, and no one scans my badge. The first day I was there, you're supposed to have a splitter, and you're also supposed to have someone scan your badge, and no one ever scans my fucking badge because no one's ever fucking there. So whatever. So that's all I have to say about that. I am no longer working at Amazon, being a 5. I put in an application for Bass Pro Shop today. The same day, yeah. Put in an application for Bass Pro Shop. I have a good feeling about it. I'm gonna go in there. Let's see. I go to Regal tomorrow night. I'm gonna go to Bass Pro Shop tomorrow and just see. I'm just gonna go in there every day. I go to Regal and be like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Because they're hiring for full and part time, and supposedly they've been voted like the best of 2015 for hiring people. I don't fucking know. I know like 2 people that work there. I know. Okay. I know one person that works at the theater really good because she lives in Jolton, where I live at. Her husband works there, so I know him a little bit more. And there's a guy that works there, or he might still work there. I'm not even sure. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But he used to work at, or he might still work at Dave & Buster's. I don't even know. So there's that. Yeah. So remember, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Like the Facebook page will be linked down below in the description. Hopefully I get Bass Pro Shop. I've also got an application for GameStop I've got to fill out and turn in. I've got a application for Bed Bath & Beyond I've got to fill out and turn in. And there's a couple other places I'm going to fill out somewhere online. So yeah. See you guys next time. This webcam looks pretty good. I don't think it looks the best. My phone still looks better. But anyway, bye.